around 8 p.m. Our journey now brings us to Kanazawa Station, one of the gateways to northern Japan. We came here to see one of the station's most iconic landmarks, and there is something unexpected. A group of TikTok creators is filming nearby.
再び階段状になります。足元の黄色い線を上手でお願いします。
You may notice that the Junior logo here is blue. This color represents Junior West, the railway company serving this region. Across Japan, different Junior companies use different colors as their identity. Even at this hour, a police officer is quietly patrolling the station area. Thank you for patrolling. Scenes like this are part of everyday life, helping keep the city safe. We have now arrived beneath the Chuseok Gate. Inspired by traditional Japanese drums, its design blends modern engineering with classical culture. Standing beneath it, the scale is truly impressive. It has become a symbol of Kanazawa itself. Just across from the station stands Hotel Nikko Kanazawa. Rising more than 130 meters, it remains one of the tallest buildings along the Sea of Japan coast. Since the children are minors, we will toast with non-alcoholic drinks. Cheers! A new day begins. We have arrived at Kenroku-en Garden. At this early hour, there is hardly anyone in sight. Yet even in the dim light, the city reveals its quiet elegance. The morning light is still quite limited. Without enough illumination, capturing sharp photographs can be a challenge. We arrive at Kanazawa Shrine, nestled beside Kenroku-en Garden. This morning, we are joined by a local grandmother who takes a walk here every day. The elderly lady started talking.
According to her, a poem by Emperor Meiji is displayed each month beside the Torii Gate. Emperor Meiji is said to have composed more than 100,000 poems. Many of these poems express reflections on virtue, nature, peace, and daily life. Even today, shrines across Japan often share his words as sources of inspiration.
The old lady is still telling us interesting facts in Japanese language. We heard that an imperial poem is displayed here. It seems Grandma comes to fetch water every morning, and she says it's of excellent quality. Here we find a familiar sight, a sacred ox statue. Similar statues can be found at Kitano Tenmangu and Dasaifu Tenmangu. The ox is closely associated with Sugawara no Michi-san, the deity of learning. Students often touch the statue while praying for academic success and wisdom. Inside the worship hall, a dragon spreads across the ceiling. In Japanese tradition, dragons are often regarded as guardians of water, rain, and spiritual power. Their presence within shrines symbolizes protection and divine authority.
すごく勉強になりました。
Thank you so much for teaching us so many things. We really learned a lot from you.
Though it shapes itself to any vessel, water has the power to pierce through solid rock.
A dragon spreads across the ceiling. A sacred ox statue. Passing through a series of 7 torii gates. We continue deeper into the sacred grounds. Ahead lies Kinjo Reitaku, a spring closely tied to the history of Kanazawa. According to local tradition, villagers once washed sand here in search of gold flakes. The name Kanazawa literally means marsh of gold. The spring's clear water helped make this possible, giving rise to one explanation for the city's name. Today, Kinjo Reitaku remains a symbol of pure water, prosperity, and local heritage. We now begin a walk through Kenrokuen, one of Japan's most celebrated gardens. The name Kenrokuen means Garden of the Six Sublimities. Ahead lies the plum grove, home to many varieties of plum trees. In late winter and early spring, their blossoms announce the arrival of a new season, long before cherry blossoms bloom. Plum flowers have been admired as symbols of perseverance and renewal. Standing prominently nearby is a statue of Yamato Takeru, one of Japan's legendary heroes. According to classical Chinese garden theory, the ideal garden possesses 6 qualities rarely found together: spaciousness and seclusion, artificial beauty and naturalness, abundant water and broad views. Kenrokuen is said to embody all 6, which is why it is considered one of Japan's finest gardens. Here is a special pro tip for your visit. You can actually enter Kenrokuen Garden completely for free early in the morning. Not only do you save money, but you can also enjoy the garden in complete tranquility before the daytime crowds arrive. However, there are 3 strict conditions you must follow to get this free entry. The opening time depends on the season. First, the opening time varies by season. Second, you must leave the garden 15 minutes before the regular paid hours begin. For example, if regular hours start at 7 a.m., the free period ends at 6:45 a.m. If you wish to stay longer, you need to exit once and purchase a paid ticket. Third, only 2 entrances are open during the early morning hours: the Renchumon Gate and the Zushinzaka Gate. All other gates will be locked. Regular hours and admission fees. The standard admission fees are very reasonable. Adults, 320 yen. Children, 100 yen. Children 5 and under, free. Please note that credit cards and IC cards are accepted at the main ticket booth. At first glance, this pine tree appears as though it might topple over. Yet, its dramatic form is the result of generations of careful cultivation. The shops remain closed at this early hour. The streets are quiet, offering a glimpse of Kanazawa before the city fully awakens. Kanazawa Castle comes into view. For centuries, it served as the seat of the powerful Maeda clan. Together with Kenrokuen, the castle forms the historical heart of Kanazawa.